All right,
Sounding good.
let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody, and welcome to what are we at? We are at our third XGR racing class. Nice.
Yay.
Woo.
Hey. So my name is Shaq Noon. I'll be your instructor for today. Today's class is level 2, Fly Like a Racer in Atmosphere. This class is an introduction to racing around a track, focusing on a few key aspects at a time. Please fly at your own pace and get comfortable with the track. We will be at Lorville Gateways, and for those of you who don't know, Lorville Gateways is the second track ever made by XGR, so it's definitely one of the original tracks, and it's a very beginner-friendly track for an atmospheric environment. Okay, so we're going to be going over through several exercises today that everyone will find useful, and my hope is that I impart my knowledge and passion for flying to everyone here.
Nice.
All right, so the briefing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my Discord stream to, I'm going to change the window so you can see my actual screen instead of my in-game screen. All right, so I'm just going to kind of read through the syllabus I got here, and I'm going to send out these notes after class so yet that you can review and read at your leisure. And to anyone who has not attended class today, they can review today's notes. So the coordination briefing, let's start with that. So ideally at this point, when we're starting class level 2, all dual stick or hybrids or HOTAS users should be comfortable with flying in decoupled mode with the current flight model. Flying should come somewhat naturally to you, and you should have a decent understanding of how your ship handles. So that includes muscle memory, and you kind of don't really think about what you're doing, but rather focused on flying the racetrack. For keyboard and mouse users, don't worry. I personally recommend that you fly in coupled mode if that is what you're
Yes,
comfortable
yes,
with, but if you want to
yes.
fly in decoupled, that is completely fine as well. If you feel like you are not at this level yet, I definitely encourage you to stay and participate if you'd like. If not, you can watch as well. Feel free to watch and listen. You don't have to participate if you don't want to. So, because of the influx of new racers we're seeing here at XGR, I'm going to be hosting a lot of level 1 and 2 sessions over the course of the next week. So, if you miss level 1 or level 2, don't worry. I'm going to be hosting those more frequently. And based off what I'm seeing from the level 1 sessions, I think a good portion of people need to go through it several times just to get used to it and also practice on their own. I'll also remind everyone that I do one-on-one sessions as well. So if you prefer that kind of session or if you want to kind of focus on a specific thing that you're struggling with, I can help you out with that as well. So yeah, don't worry. If you feel like you're not ready yet, just do your best to follow along. I'm gonna be taking things as slow as I can so that everyone can hopefully have a full understanding of the topics we'll cover today. If you're struggling with anything during the class, please don't hesitate to speak up and ask questions. We are all here to help each other out. All right, so the recommended ships for today. If you feel like you're a more experienced pilots, you can fly Razors, Space Razor, LX, EX, Origin 85X. Those are the lighter ships with very powerful thrusters. If you're kind of a newer racer, something like an Aurora is another great ship. Oh, I don't have it right written here. So the thrusters aren't as powerful on that ship, so it's very beginner friendly. But you can also use like a Mustang Gamma or Omega or a 350R, Aero, Gladius, Avenger Titan or Stalker, 100i. M50 is a little powerful, but feel free to take that if you choose, if you want to do that. Buccaneer is nice as well. Several of us have many of these ships, so feel free to reach out to any of us and we can lend you a ship if you would like. If you die during the session, the class is going to keep going, so come back to Lorville as quickly as possible. If a student dies, I encourage you to try other ships to get comfortable or to get a different feel for the different ships and how they feel at Lorville. But if you want to stick to just one ship throughout the class, that is completely fine as well. I'm going to be recording today's class for future aspiring racers to review today's material. Feel free to take any breaks throughout the session if needed. We're going to be covering 6 topics today, and I'll be demonstrating those 6 topics, so I encourage you to watch my Discord. Someone just asked me where they're going to be posted. I'm going to upload them to YouTube, and I will put them in the media channel so that people can see. What else? I guess I
All
could
right.
also put it in the racing channel Discord, or the racing school channel is what I meant to say. What else? If you have any questions throughout the class, please don't hesitate to ask, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. And if anyone else wants to answer those questions, feel free to do so as well. So the 6 topics we're going to be covering today for level 2 is have a plan, racing lines, TVI crosshair management and alignment, boost usage and boost management, speed management, and avoiding overspeeding, specifically around turns. This is mostly going to be applied for 0G, but it also applies to atmospheric environments as well, and the effects of G forces to your body and G locking. Okay, so at this time, does anybody have any questions?